And now, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rimes.
All right, welcome to the show. Thanks for spending time with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Greatly appreciate everybody that reaches out to the show. We've had an uptick in calls lately. Appreciate everybody reaching out. Had a couple great calls about the listings, a couple of our listings recently, that Wiki Wachi Marina and some others. So thanks for reaching out. We've got a party coming up also. You're invited. We're going to be over at Kingmakers on Thursday, the 19th. Come out. Join us there. It's a really cool co-work space. Looks kind of like a sports bar in there. Compliments of Mike Murphy. And you also have first drink provided by Dominic Rock, First American Home Warranty. Great opportunity to come out and meet some of our show partners and network and fellowship. And first drink provided, drinks provided, food provided as well. So great opportunity. Compliments of the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. Some of the headlines today on the show as well. State property tax update. Compliments of our friend, State Representative Bernie Jacques. He's going to give us an update on that. We also have a city in the state of Florida that's already cut property taxes. Hialeah, Miami Beach, and others following suit. That's really interesting content that we'll get to. We have Linda Ward back in studio with us as well. Gulfside Healthcare. Longtime friends of the Consumer Quarterback Show, and Dr. Daniel Heinig as well. He is the board chair, Gulfside Healthcare. We're going to talk with them about the industry. Also, I got a quick clip I'm going to play also about some of the hospice fraud that we're finding, Medicare fraud out of the state of California. Surprise, surprise. Also, will data centers kill Florida's water supply? Big story that a lot of people aren't really aware of or talking about. These data centers really suck a lot of water, and then it gets evaporated up in the atmosphere. What's going on there? We'll touch base on that as well. And more of that coming up here on the program. Action-packed as always, fast-paced, and we're a consumer advocate, of course, helping you understand your buying decisions here in the state of Florida and Tampa Bay. So let's jump to our listings here. We always feature our real estate properties live on air. It's part of a strategy that helps us sell faster for more money with less headaches. We've got a beautiful listing here at 10001 Waterworks Lane in Riverview. This is a gorgeous property. I actually love this one. This is really cool. If I was a business owner, I would buy this in a heartbeat. This is, you got 2 acres on a lake. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1765. You kind of have the opportunity to use it as residential, or it's currently being utilized by the owners who run an engineering firm. Beautiful property in Riverview, 10001 Waterworks Lane, Riverview, Florida. Beautiful property. Great opportunity to buy real estate right here in beautiful Tampa Bay, one of the hottest real estate markets in the entire nation. We also have a beautiful listing right here at 2488 Del Rio Way. One of my favorite listings right now. We've got about 45 current listings. We've got vacant land, residential, commercial listings as well. This one's 2488 Del Rio Way. It's a 321. You've got 1,407 square feet, just under quarter-acre lot, and you have a completely updated and renovated home. All new kitchens, all new bathrooms, everything's done. You got a fenced-in backyard. Great opportunity to buy in the heart of Pinellas County, one of the best counties in the state of Florida. We love living in Pinellas. You have the Dunedin Causeway, Pinellas Trail, Honeymoon Island, beautiful beaches, sugar sand beaches, and dolphin-filled waters. You can see all of our listings at Platinum MVP Team. .kw.com. You can search the MLS there as well, and you can see all of our radio and TV show expert contributors at consumerqb.com.
And yeah, I'm raising my glass to those saving our ass overseas.
That's right. Yeah. Shout out to our veterans out there and all of our active military supporting the military right now. So, all right, let's bring Linda Ward back into the show. Welcome back in, President CEO Gulfside Healthcare. Linda Ward, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Brandon. Nice to see you again. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Give us a little teaser of what we're going to talk about today.
Oh, we're going to talk about tremendous growth for Gulfside Healthcare Services, in particular Gulfside Hospice, expansion into Hillsborough, Pinellas, and a brand new care center.
Sweet. I love that. Excellent. I love the businesses, small businesses, Tampa Bay thriving, and what a needed industry as well, the healthcare, the home healthcare. It kind of hits home for me personally with some of my family right now. And Dr. Daniel Heinig, welcome in, sir.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Yeah. So you're the board chair, Gulfside Healthcare. Tell us a little about your involvement and some of your history.
Well, yeah, I joined the board about 24 years ago, and this is actually my third time as chairman.
Nice.
When I joined, we had like 30 to 40 patients. We're very small.
Wow.
And then Linda came on about 22 years ago, and we've grown precipitously since she's been the leader. And she was able to get us into Hillsborough and Pinellas, so we're going to grow even more. It's a great organization, and I'm really proud and honored and privileged to be part of it all these years.
Yeah.
Just see how it's grown and what it does for our patients, what it does for the people in the community. It's a very important service.
I love that. Yeah, tell us what are the services in case there's somebody out there first time tuning in. What do you offer? What are the services? Who might be a good recommendation for Gulfside Healthcare?
Well, basically, it's for people with terminal conditions, and basically, what we want to do is minimize their suffering, psychologically and physically, and especially of the family members, because they suffer as well. As a physician, I referred to hospice. I did geriatrics. I preferred working with the geriatric population, and I would see families suffering. They didn't know how to deal with what's happening to their loved one, and hospice really helped a lot to give them support, alleviate anxiety, and really help the patient to suffer less. I mean, from pain and psychological issues, and it helps the family a lot. So it's a very important service.
Yeah.
And since I did geriatrics and I used it a lot, I wanted to be a part of it, and a little part of it, being on the board. And it's been a privilege all these years. I'm very happy to have been part of what Linda's brought to the organization, the growth.
Yeah, that's great. That's definitely a segment of our population that sometimes gets overlooked, Linda. And it's great to see home health care and Gulfside Healthcare Services helping them hospice, palliative care, and home health care.
Yes, it's a continuum of services within our organization. And as Dr. Heinig said, it's really important to create the awareness so that there's access. And as you know, seniors are at home many times by themselves without the support, the resources. So venues like this today, as well as other ways that we educate the community and try to reach those in need, are very important to Gulfside. And when we do, we often find that a person meets the criteria for one of our services, and then they've come into the Gulfside family of services, and we could take care of them whatever stage in the disease they are at. Hospice is our primary provider. We have over close to 800 hospice patients now between the 3 counties, and we're geared for a lot of growth, which means we are serving the need. There's a lot of need out there. So our primary goal is to reach people in need, work with physicians like Dr. Heinig who understand referring earlier is better, so that it's not just when the person's in crisis at the last 2 days of life, and to be able to provide that interdisciplinary team approach by physicians, nurses, social workers, chaplains, volunteers, certified nurses aides, nurse practitioners, all serving one need, is to care for the patient and have them in comfort and pain-free.
Now, the thing is,
that's great.
With physicians, I don't think we get enough education in end-of-life care.
Right.
And that's something I think we need to do. As a job of physician, I want to alleviate suffering, prevent heart attacks, strokes, treat the infection. And that's part of our job, is to try to minimize suffering of our patients.
Yeah.
And one important strategy in that is hospice. And I think a lot of doctors wait to the last minute. And we need better education and life care to provide compassion, dignity to our patients.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's pretty crazy if you look at, I'm on X a lot and just kind of seeing what the temperature of things are. And, there's a ton of fraud happening in this space, out there.
Yeah.
And then north of the border in Canada, it's pretty crazy because they're doing, end of life in a different way up there. There's been some pretty crazy stories coming out of X where, basically, putting people to early death up there, euthanization. And that's, because a lot of times you hear, socialized medicine, it's so much better. I don't think so. These are some interesting stories that you see. If you just joined us, by the way, we're talking with Linda Ward of Gulfside Healthcare Services, and also we have Dr. Daniel Heinig here in studio with us, and wow, a wide range of services that you offer. I do want to get to that clip that we have here. Speaking of that story, this one actually I just found this morning Daily Wire.
Yeah, Georgia. So hospice fraud has been a known issue for a while across the country, but investigators started zeroing in on LA County because of the explosive rate of growth of those programs. So now about 40% nationwide of all hospice care providers are located in LA County. And Dr. Mehmet Oz, who is now the administrator of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, told Morning Wire that the rate of growth and the number of centers simply does not match the population.
This is an example of what happens if you don't deal with fraud in a timely fashion. There was an increase, about a 7-fold increase in the available hospice in California. That doesn't make any sense.
7-fold increase in LA, in California, and it also noted that 40% of the fraud comes out of LA County. So I know that's not in Florida. We're definitely not here happening as much as other states like Minnesota and California, but. Any thoughts on that, just in general? Do you see those types of things? Have you heard of those things happening over your career?
I've seen fraud. I've been in healthcare for 42 years, so I've seen fraud throughout the industry. However, especially in the state of Florida, we fall within the guidelines of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. And so when you are compliant and non-fraudulent, our regulatory agencies recognize that. In the state of Florida, we have close to 50 hospice programs, highly scrutinized. The Agency for Healthcare Administration is our regulatory agency up in Tallahassee that regulates us, and the administrative code and the laws behind the provision of care and our requirements. If they're not abided by, you're going to be found out because we are highly scrutinized.
Yeah.
We also go a step higher and became accredited through the healthcare, the Agency for Joint Commission accreditation. You don't have to be accredited, but Gulfside Hospice, Gulfside Healthcare Services makes a point to be as scrutinized as possible because we feel very confident that you could come and look at our services, our care, our documentation, and you will never see fraud at Gulfside Healthcare Services.
Yeah,
well, the other thing is Gulfside's not for profit.
Yeah.
And actually, Linda will tell you, Gulfside gives away $3 million in charity care.
Nice.
So,
per year.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And just generally speaking, in the state of Florida,
we have no shareholders or we're not for profit. We're here to help.
We don't have to worry about a stock market.
Just generally speaking, the way that our state is run, we're the number one state in a lot of categories. Number one economy in the state, number one for education, number one in the state or in the nation rather, for a lot of different categories. So I can just imagine that it's night and day difference between here and California or Minnesota. Some of those programs. If you just joined us, we're talking with our friends from Gulfside Healthcare Services online at gulfside.org. Visit gulfside.org for more information, or you can, of course, go to our website, consumerqb.com. You see links there to all of our expert contributors. So we also have a 6th annual charity casino night, speaking of nonprofit and fundraiser opportunities. That's coming up on Friday, April 24th. Tell us about it.
Yes, the casino night is one of our premier fundraising events. Hundreds of people come and enjoy the evening, and it benefits all the proceeds benefit Gulfside Hospice, Gulfside Healthcare Services, and it's really a night for people to enjoy themselves and have fun and take pictures and gamble with fake money and raise some funds for Gulfside Healthcare Services and Gulfside Hospice.
Yeah, those are a lot of fun. We had a fun time over at one recently over at Innisbrook, and it was fun to play some blackjack and
Dr. Heinig loves our casino night.
So
What's your favorite game?
Blackjack.
Yeah.
And it's fun gambling and not losing money.
Yeah, there you go. You can walk out of into the night with your head held high.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. They have silent auction raffles, and last year they had a dance floor, and it's a blast. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, and it's for a great cause.
Yeah, we've the last 6 years we've held it up in Pasco at Spartan Manor. This year it's in Tampa, in Hillsborough, at the Glazer JCC, which is going to be a larger venue. So please come out and have a good time with us and raise some funds for Gulfside Hospice.
Yeah, that's a great place. The JCC right there in South Tampa,
yes.
right?
Yeah,
yes.
Howard,
that's great. Yep.
Awesome.
So that's the 6th annual charity casino night. If anybody's interested, reach out to Linda Ward, Gulfside Healthcare, and her team. CharityCasinoNight.org, CharityCasinoNight.org. realty.org. Quick break, right back. More with our expert contributors here in studio. Also, we got some other stuff coming up. Property tax update. What's happening with Florida Doge? Are we going to eliminate property taxes? What's the latest there? We'll have that update from our state representative, Bernie Jacques, coming up. We got a bill moving through the House. We'll give you more insights on that. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. Please make sure to send him all of your real estate deals and subscribe to the Consumer Quarterback Show podcast on iTunes and Spotify, or check out our YouTube channel. Have a blessed day.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
Did you know that we buy houses cash? We can close quickly for a all-cash offer on your real estate properties, residential, commercial, even vacant land. We'll buy your property cash. No cleaning, no showings, and no hassles. You can even possibly stay in your home post-closing. Call Brandon at 813-917-1894. Submit the email at consumerqb.com or call 813-917-1894. consumerqb.com. We buy houses cash and fast. Attention business owners, did you know we have 100% financing options available? Our no money down program offers 100% financing for business owners. If you are currently leasing your commercial space, you can purchase real estate for no money down. Additionally, the program offers money for working capital, equipment, and business fixtures. You can even pay off current business debt. Reach out at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. B Rimes at KW.com. And that is our 100% financing, no money down program for business owners. We would love to help you buying, selling, or investing in real estate. 813-917-1894. B Rimes at KW.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, the official Pinellas County restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Say hello to Doug Clark, chef and owner Doug Clark, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Excellent food, wonderful ambiance. Say hello to our friend Doug Clark.
Dennis Prager here for Brandon and Lindsay Rimes, owners of the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams. Buying, selling, investing in real estate, their nationwide Keller Williams network makes them the best team to work with. Sellers, have your property featured live on air, creating multiple offers. Buyers, leverage a unique system that gets your offer accepted, never overlooked. Call or text 813-750-0550, 813-750-0550, or consumerqb.com.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP team, Keller Williams Realty. Quick update on the property taxes as promised. So we had, of course, there's a Florida House passed the HJR 203 with an amendment that eliminates the phase out. Remember, we talked about that. That's the 10-year phase out. That's been eliminated. They are in favor of eliminating non-school homestead property taxes on January 1, 2027. So out with the 10-year plan. They're saying, hey, let's do it now. Let's eliminate non-school homestead property taxes if it were to be adopted by voters in the upcoming midterms. And then also the Florida Senate, however, has not passed it yet. Of course, it's got to go through both chambers, and then it will land on the ballot. Now, if this doesn't move appropriately, it's already been talked about where Governor DeSantis could call a special session to address the issue. That is a top priority for him. However, nothing's been confirmed at the moment, but that's a state update or an update from our friend Bernie Jacques. He's our state rep here locally out of Largo. Does a great job up there in Tallahassee for us. So we'll kind of keep you updated on that. All right, so a couple of hot listings. We'll jump right back into it. We've got a couple of listings here. 6374 Boatyard Drive. This one's in Hudson. Vacant lot, corner lot location. Build your dream home right here. You are on the Gulf front here. This is 6374 Boatyard Drive, Hudson, Florida. Beautiful property. Did a major price drop from the previous listing. The previous listing agent had it way overpriced at like $850,000. We dropped it all the way down to $450,000. So it's priced appropriate now. You've got your 176-foot brand new concrete seawall, boat ramp as well. Yeah, you in the market, Doc? We got a great opportunity for you. We'll cut you a good deal here. Yeah, beautiful property, and that's right on the Gulf. I mean, you are the last lot before the Gulf of America there. Beautiful lot right there from the Platinum MVP team. Keller Williams Realty, always helping you win in your real estate deals, buying, selling, investing, or refinancing. All right, 369 West Winds Drive, another beautifully renovated property. 322, this is 14 square feet, quarter-acre lot. Bring your boat, bring your jet skis, because this is in Baywood Village. It's a boater-friendly community. You have access to the Gulf as well by backing your boat down into the boat ramp there. And you've got dock space there also, so you can take your boat out, go fishing for the day, pull it right out when you're done. Golf cart-friendly community. 369 West Winds Drive, Palm Harbor, Florida. We've got a motivated seller here. Beautifully renovated property. Great time to buy. Rates have come down and applications are up. Mortgage apps are up. And mortgage applications rose 11% last week as rates dipped below 6% for the first time since 2022 a few weeks ago. So great time to get in the game. And you can see all of our listings, platinummvpteam.kw.com. And you can see all of our radio and TV show expert contributors and link over to our YouTube channel at consumerqb.com. All right, Linda Ward back in studio with Talk to the Wife. Okay, hey, that's a smart move. President and CEO Linda Ward, Gulfside Healthcare Services. Dr. Daniel Heinig, Board Chair, Gulfside Healthcare Services as well. So Gulfside expanded into multiple counties here recently with your growth. Congratulations on the growth. 2025. So Hillsborough County in August and in Pinellas County in December. That's big news. It is big news. And hospice is not a free market in the state of Florida. You have to win a certificate of need. We went up between 8 and 10 providers to compete for the certificate of need. And based on our application, we were awarded that CON both in Hillsborough and in Pinellas. So we are serving both counties now, and very exciting. And there is definitely the need. And it's just something that we will continue to do because we're proud to serve Tampa Bay. Yeah, congratulations on that. Also, you got the beautiful new Dr. J. Weil Center. Did I say it pronounced yes. That right? Weil Center for Hospice Care in Newport Richey opened up in late 2025. You got 24 private rooms for inpatient hospice care for patients throughout Tampa Bay area. That's a big win too. Yes, while a small percentage of people on hospice care go to a care center, hospices really want to have those home-like, beautiful, state-of-the-art environments where you've got the best care for a higher level of patient care, or at the very end of life if people cannot take care of their loved ones in their homes. So we have a freestanding care center in Zephyr Hills, and that we opened in 2010. And again, we're very proud to say we just opened the Dr. J. Weil Center for Hospice Care in Newport Richey, 24 beds, Dr. Heinig, and 500 or so people came to our grand opening in September, and we started serving patients in December. We've been full many times with waiting lists, and so it's just we're very proud of that care center because there's nothing like it. Yeah. No, it's a beautiful facility. So is the one on Dean Dairy. They're both very, very nice. Is that the one we just put up on the screen? Which? Well, that's the one. That's the new one. Dean Dairy's the old one, but they're both beautiful facilities. Yeah. That's our newest facility. And actually, I availed myself with my mother at the Dean Dairy facility, which was very nice. It's a beautiful facility. Excellent. So it's very fortunate we have that for the community. Other hospices will have it in nursing homes or hospital wings. This is actually a dedicated building to provide this service for our patients. And we still have a capital campaign going on for that care center, so that that center costs between $12 and $13 million to build. Ooh. Took about 2.5 years. And so Dr. Weil was very, very generous, and that is why the building is named after him as a naming opportunity. And some of the rooms are named, different common areas. So we do have a capital campaign going on. So if there's a hospice heart out there would like to memorialize someone and name part of our building after their loved one, we'd love to meet with you anytime. That's excellent. All right, check them out online, gulfside.org. Linda Ward, Dr. Daniel, thanks for coming in. Yeah, sure. Thank you for having us. Much. All right. After this quick break, we're coming back with Dominic Rock. He's the area manager, First American Home Warranty, coming up here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Also, will data centers kill Florida's water supply? Interesting content coming up. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Warwick Dunn, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rimes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
And we're back. We got our friend Dominic Rock in studio with us as well. First American Home Warranty. He's the area manager, First American Home Warranty. We're going to talk real estate this segment here. We've got some latest stats here. Pinellas County, Hillsborough County stats, hot off the press. What's happening in the market? Also, we're going to have fun with you, too. A little top 10. What's the top 10 albums sold of all time? Go ahead and start racking your brain there, thinking about it. Don't Google it. Don't pull it up on your phone. You got to go off the memory here for this one. All right, so we're going to do a top 10 here coming up. And also, will data centers kill Florida's water supply? Man, there's going to be water wars in the future. I don't know how far out it is, 5 years, 10 years, hopefully longer, but and hopefully we can avert it. But interesting stuff there, as well as Eric Trump puts out a recent post kind of banging on the big banks here, the greedy big banks. The big names. I don't have to say them, but some of the things they're doing that they're lobbying for. We're going to talk about that. That's why you want to support the local economy by supporting the Consumer Quarterback Show and our expert lenders. We got great real estate lending companies, all types of great companies here locally. And, of course, Dominic Rock with First American Home Warranty. We're going to talk about the pros and some of the misnomers, that is, when it comes to these home warranties. So, all right, a couple of hot listings. 12948 Twin Bridges Drive, Riverview, Florida. Beautiful single-family home. This is a 2-story home, split floor plan, 3235 square feet, quarter-acre lot. Great opportunity to own a beautiful, well-kept home. Owner pride shines through. You got a large kitchen, open island there within the kitchen. Beautiful property, lots of amenities, 3 community pools, splash pad, clubhouses, fitness centers. Great opportunity with a low HOA fee and no flood insurance required. 12948 Twin Bridges Drive, Riverview, Florida. Gorgeous home. I love the backyard lanai there, too. You got the TV set up outside, kind of an outdoor living area, and a beautiful green space right behind you. We also have a listing. We got a bar for sale here, guys. We got a Plant City bar. We just did a major price drop on this one. 5402 West US Highway 92 in Plant City. This is the Finish Line Saloon. Any entrepreneurs out there, anybody ever think about owning your own bar? Well, here you go. Here's your hangout. Here's your home. You talk about a man cave. Get out of the house and own your own bar. Come on, step it up. You got 3/4 an acre lot. Your 4 COP liquor license as well. You can sell packaged liquor. Of course, buy the drinks as well. Then you can also take it off location to other sites. So it's a great opportunity. You got a drive-through here as well. 16 taps, ice machines, flat screen TVs, ATM, jukebox, pool tables. 5402 West US Highway 92, Plant City. Commercial property for sale from the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
This is God's country.
All right, we got Dominic Rock back in studio. Welcome back, sir.
What's going on, sir? How you doing?
Oh, man, just blessed and highly favored, my friend. How about yourself?
I'm doing wonderful, man. It's we got summer coming up, lots of great opportunities, families getting together, so I'm excited.
Yeah, man, it's already starting to warm up out there. I think our winter might be over, man.
Already, right?
Yeah, back to the heat, but hey, I'll take it. Other than I see those snowstorms up north, I'm like, yeah, baby, keep snowing, pile it up, come on down and buy some real estate.
Yeah, man, it's exciting, and this is a great market to participate in as a realtor. And I'm excited for this opportunity to be here with you guys and talk about how we can sling more warranties.
There you go. Tell us, what are some of the biggest things you see on a day-to-day basis, misnomers, maybe a success story when it comes to a First American Home Warranty?
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, when realtors, they list their homes, a lot of them really underutilize warranties and don't put, what we call seller's coverage on their listing. It can be the one thing that's really kind of lingering their listing. When it comes to just why people aren't buying. So I mean, the big thing about that is making it more appealing and really just kind of taking advantage of those things, and it can really kill the deal. You know what I'm saying? Like people trying to figure out why should I buy this home, and and outside of the bells and whistles of the home, people really just fail to, from a realtor standpoint, people fail to add that feature in there for seller's coverage. And with seller coverage with us, in Florida, you don't have to pay until closing. So literally, it's that real free appealing feature to add a warranty while it's being listed. So
I like that.
Underutilized, but we're trying to push it more.
Yeah, that makes sense because you're able to add on to the property. You say, hey, look, as a seller, the pitch is, hey, look, we have a program. It's a home warranty that we can add to your home starting now.
Exactly.
That way, during the marketing period, during the inspection period, anything comes up, the home warranty company will take care of it, but not fully. Now, there are some co-pays and things like that, so we don't want to mislead anybody. Walk me through that. So how does that typically work? Is it like an 80% payout, 90% payout? What's the co-pay?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, I mean, and it's funny you say that because when you're trying to explain this, because it's really all about the education piece when it comes to warranties, right? So I kind of compare it to like medical insurance. Like, the more premium you pay, the less your copay is. So what we're seeing is kind of what you just said.
Yep.
Some of it is fully covered, and some of it is like 70-80%.
Yep.
And listen, I mean, who wouldn't want to save anything, right?
Sure.
Like who would want to, in terms of shopping for anything, you want to save some kind of money. And these things could be crazy, plumbing issues, HVAC issues.
Yep.
I mean, these things could be thousands of dollars. So who wouldn't want to save on anything? So whether it's 70%, 80%, any type of savings, you want to be able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And chief economist at NAR, Lawrence Yun, just came out with a post too. He says, a good turn, but still too early to say how the spring home buying season will fare.
Yeah.
There is plenty of potential demand should affordability continue to improve. There are 6 million more jobs compared to pre-pandemic, but home sales are still about 1 million fewer compared to back then.
Oh, wow.
So we are coming out of a rough market. When you think about last year's sales, some people are saying, and some of the data shows that it's the worst market since 1995, so about 30 years. But what I like about it, our positioning is that we're still getting deals done. Keller Williams, we're the number one real estate company in the world, and as the market shifts back, we're always in a shift, right? It's either shifting one way or the other, buyer's market, seller's market. As we shift back, we're going to be able to capture more market share because a lot of the average agents, the part-time agents, they went back to doing whatever they did prior to car dealership, hair, whatever they were doing. Now the real realtors that were able to stay through the hard times are going to reap those rewards as the market shifts back. Dominic, your thoughts?
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, it's all about stick and stay, you get your pay, right?
There you go. I like that. Stick and stay.
Yeah, I mean, it's an incredible industry to be a part of.
Yep.
Wonderful benefits just to be able to, take advantage of the highs and lows. And you just want to be around, when it's the highs,
Absolutely.
Just building great relationships in this business, being able to really support, realtors. And I'm really excited about the opportunities coming up.
Yeah, dude, I love it. All right, so Pinellas County, I got the latest stats here. We're going to talk Pinellas County detached residences, so non-condos, non-townhomes. This is single-family homes, detached. So I'm going to look at, if you're watching our TV show version, look at the right-hand side of the screen here. In February 2026, you had 1,105 new listings that hit the market. Now, that number's down 17.1%. Which is good for sellers, right? Less inventory, great news for sellers. And some people are saying, hey, I'm not going to try to sell right now. Maybe they have a little bit of a lag in their brain in terms of what the rates have been, things like that. Active listings, 3123, which is down 6.2%. Let's jump down to closed. We closed in February 2026 in Pinellas County, almost 700 properties. That's down 13.1%. Months supply is up, so you've got 4.5 months supply of inventory. That's up 9.8%. Median sale price $450,000 in Pinellas County. Again, that's detached residences in Pinellas County. And what's interesting, and this is year-over-year data, your days on the market went from 50 in February 2025 to 78 in 2026. So that's up 56%. So days on market are up, which is not great for sellers. So again, hey, look, you can still win if you're a buyer because you got to price it right. You got to have a great negotiator on your team, a great marketer. We feature all of our listings on air. And then on the buy side, you can really win because people are putting out, sellers are willing to give concessions, willing to give closing costs. And are you seeing some of that in some of your deals that you guys are getting done?
I am. And it's amazing when people are able to really customize and really take advantage of things. And this is just a great time to really build your team. People that really know what they're doing in this space.
Yep.
And are really able to edit it to the fullest. So again, I'm excited about it.
Right on. Here's a recent post from Eric Trump. It says, let me make this very clear. The big banks, I'm not going to say the names because he's got the money in case they sue him. I don't. Are lobbying overtime to block Americans from getting higher yields on their savings while trying to block any rewards or perks from being given to customers. These big banks and others pay rock bottom rates on standard savings, often 0.01% to 0.05%. So you know what that means, right? So you put your money in the bank, they're going to pay you 0.01% when the Fed pays them 4% or more. That overnight lending rate that we talk about. When they say they're raising the rates, the Fed's raising the rates, they're not raising the actual rates on home loans or auto loans. They're raising what they call the overnight lending rate. That's the rate that banks exchange funds at. And it goes from the Federal Reserve to these private banks. So some of the bigger banks, he's saying that they're paying 0.01% to 0.05% when, I remember back in the day they would pay 3%, 4.5%, 5% on just putting money in the bank. So you park your cash in a bank, they're going to pay you some, and then remember when the meltdown happened, the mortgage meltdown back in 07 and 08, it went negative actually at one point. So you had to pay the bank to hold your money for you, which is crazy. It went negative, especially in Europe. A lot of the places went real negative. But this massive spread fuels record profits for the big banks, and almost none of them pass back to their customers and their depositors every day. So great post from Eric Trump kind of weighing in. And, his family got debunked whenever, back in January of whatever year that was, what would it have been, 3 or 4 years ago. So the point there is work with local companies, work with the small town business people that Consumer Quarterback Show. We've got great lenders associated with our team, so you can reach out to the show here. We'll plug you into our network, local companies, blue collar, white collar. We're going to be able to help you win and support locally here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. So we've got a top 10 list here in front of me, Dominic. Now, producer Todd brought this one up. This is a good one, so I like this. So it's top 10 albums of all times. You a music fan? You like music?
I do.
All right, so top 10 musical acts or albums of all time. Where do you want to go there? What do you think's in the top 10?
Of course, Thriller. Thriller has to be number one.
Thriller. So what a popular album, man. That one sold. Guess how many it sold? Studio album, 68,759,000.
Wow.
And then it says other LPs, so over 40 million there, 9 million streams, over 9 million streams. Daily streams is 2,650.
Oh man.
So total EAS is 127 million. So yeah, that's you can't live on that, but it's a good start. All right, number 2 on the list. Can you guess who might be number 2? Or 3, 4, 5, somewhere in there. Give me a good guess for somewhere in the top 10 here.
Oh man, let me go with let's see here.
Top 10 albums of all time, best-selling albums of all times. Here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Dominic Rock in studio with me. First American Home Warranty.
Man,
do you have a guess, or want me to just throw some out?
Yeah, just throw some at me.
All right, so number 2 is Hotel California, the Eagles.
Okay.
Pretty cool album, man. I like that one. That's fun. That's over 30 million, but it's less than half of number 1, Thriller.
Okay,
so there's a big spread there between number 1 and number 2.
Yeah.
But Hotel California, hey, you can't hate on that. 30 million album sales, and then other LPs, 37 million. I'm not sure what other LPs stands for, but is that like streaming or something? Other records. Oh, okay, other records. Got it. And then streams is 3.6 million. All right, number 3, Saturday Night Fever, the Bee Gees.
Of course.
Cool, man. I love that. You know, funny, one of their songs, they've got some good dance type songs.
Yeah.
And my young son, he's turned 4. He's like, Daddy, let's do dance party songs. You know, so we play on dance party songs, and so we'll put those on and we'll start dancing.
Wow.
Number 4 is Fleetwood Mac, Rumors.
Okay.
38 million studio album sales. Other LPs, 21 million. Number 5, same guy as number 1. But the record is Bad.
Bad, of course.
He's big, he's bad. Remember old Weird Al Yankovic too? He did the replay on that. Yeah. 34. So he got 34 million studio, 22 million on that one. Number 6 coming in, Back in Black, AC/DC, rock and roll, baby.
All right.
Rock and roll. 37 million. Nirvana coming in at number 7, over 30 million. And you had number 8 is Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. The Beatles coming in at number 9.
Okay,
that's Abbey Road, 29 million. Led Zeppelin rounding out the top 10.
Wow.
So there you have it. There's our top 10 list for today. Let us know what top 10 you want us to do on air here. We'll reach out to the show, consumerqb.com. You can submit an email form. You can call us. You can text us. And you could send us messages on social, however you want to let us know. We'll do another top 10 for you. But number 11, while we're at it, The Wall, Pink Floyd. Number 12, Bodyguard, Whitney Houston.
Okay, let's
Adele, Grease, John Travolta. And then Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses. All right, quick break, right back. Dominic Rock in studio with us, area manager, First American Home Warranty, Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rimes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
Tired of long lines at the airport? Check out Tampa Bay's premier private jet source. I'm Brandon Rimes for Will Smith Aviation. Aircraft management, acquisition, and sales, luxury jet escapes, and packages. Check them out online. WillSmithAviation.com. That's WillSmithAviation.com. Or call the show. I'll put you right in touch directly with Captain Will Smith. AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com for all of your non-woke, American-made products. American values, Christian, conservative American values. Say hello to my business partner, Jim McCune at AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com. Say hello to Shane Socash, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, 4009 Central Avenue, St. Petersburg. Online at David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com for all of your precious metals and jewelry design. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com. Hey, Brandon Rimes here for Jason Coble, owner of Coble Law. Coble Law has been handling injury cases in Tampa for the past 14 years and has a specialized approach focused on limiting client cost and maximizing client profit. TampaWorkCompLaw.com. TampaWorkCompLaw.com. Jason Coble, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, personal injury law, and work comp law. Hey, Brandon Rimes here for our friends at TargetSurveying.net for all of your surveying needs. Land surveying firm providing services for real estate since 1992, and they are statewide. Check them out online, TargetSurveying.net. That's TargetSurveying.net. Selling commercial, vacant land, or residential properties? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rimes. You can reach me at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. That's consumerqb, like quarterback.com. Buying, selling, investing, or refinancing? We would love to talk to you. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP team. Will data centers kill Florida's water supply? Pretty crazy stuff happening with these water wars. here in the state of Florida and other states as well. Dominic Rock in studio with us as well. He's the area manager with First American Home Warranty. We're going to talk with him here in just a moment. Also, and we got our party coming up as well. He's the drink sponsor for our event coming up on the 19th over at Kingmakers in South Tampa. Come on out and join us. We'd love to see you. Fellowship, networking, happy hour. Really cool setup. It's like a co-work space in there, set up like a sports bar. We're going to have food and drinks provided. Come on out and say hello to the Consumer Quarterback Show, the Platinum MVP team, and some of our expert contributors. And D-Rock is the sponsor, First American Home Warranty. All right, 7154 Shoreline Boulevard, Weeki Wachee, Florida, the marina for sale. The Weeki Wachee Marina, home of the mermaids. This is a great opportunity. You've got 3 waterfront lots. You've got 0.71 acre. They call it 3/4 of a acre there. Weeki Wachee River, access to the Gulf, multiple income streams, great opportunity. Weeki Wachee Marina for sale. You've got a motorboat repair business, multiple crafts, boat crafts, rentals, kayaks, paddleboards available for rent. You got an on-site manager, live-in manager, maybe a short-term rental. 7154 Shoreline Boulevard, Weeki Wachee, Florida. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. You can search the MLS there as well. And also stop by our show website, consumerqb.com. Link over to our YouTube channel. That feeds into our other social media sites. We're getting over 1 million views on some of our videos. Make sure you follow us at Brandon Rimes 1, at CQB Show, and Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com. All right, D-Rock in studio with us, First American Home Warranty. I'm going to have him kind of wrap it up here in just a minute. I want to get to this story, though. You know, these data centers, everybody talks about AI, right? I mean, you see these AI, oh, it's so great. AI is awesome. But sometimes you have these things called the unintended consequences. Here's a quick clip I'm going to play.
Florida has quietly become the 4th largest hub for data centers in the United States, serving as the digital gateway to the southeastern region and Latin America. But there is a fundamental conflict that nobody is talking about. The big tech companies are choosing to build these massive data centers in the exact same state where the drinking water supply is reaching a breaking point. To understand why this is happening, you have to understand how a data center works.
All right, so we don't have time to go into that, but you look at the golf courses, the data centers, the alfalfa, in terms of there's 17 billion gallons of rate of consumption. You've got all this consumption happening, and in the state of Florida, we've got an aquifer underneath us here. You've got some big name water companies. You've got these other companies that are pooling a lot of that, and this also plays into the property taxes because they say, "Oh, how are you going to pay for it?" Well, keep an eye out for that. I would let your reps know that we're not really keen on these data centers. They bring a lot of foreign workers into the country too. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. We'd rather have other types of jobs, other traditional jobs. But yeah, you got to keep an eye on the water supply in Florida. It's a big deal. There's a social media influencer that I follow. He's running for state agriculture. It's Matt the Welder. He's got a really good channel if you want more on that. He's done some really good talks about that. Dominic Rock, First American Home Warranty. Final thoughts. What do we need to know? What other misconceptions do you think about when it comes to home warranties?
Well, I feel like I just need, our industry in general, our agents to pay more close attention to the actual purchase agreement, where you get to the section where it says, will there be a home warranty purchase, in this transaction? And a lot of them are just kind of checking off NA, and most of the homeowners don't even know that was actually offered in there. So I'm just encouraging everybody to be very more intentional and about really making sure that they really talk and highly encourage a home warranty, because that's again, it's one of the things that are most underutilized in our industry, and we just have to make sure that we have to give them stellar customer service. And then, you sell them their dream home, but it becomes a nightmare if they don't have a home warranty, something to protect and give them a peace of mind.
Yeah, it's a good way to cover those big things. The AC goes out. The AC, you're seeing roofs too. They don't cover the roof, but for example, in a transaction, you think about the 4-point, the plumbing, the roof, the electrical, the AC. Yeah. The roof. Then you got the AC going out. Hey, that's a big costly item. You've got plumbing, as you mentioned, these air conditioning, all these other areas that you could have problems with the breaker boxes or appliances. First American Home Warranty, we want you reaching out to Dominic Rock. You can find all his information on our website as well, consumerqb.com. And Warranty with Dom is his social media. Warranty with Dom, that's DOM. And thanks for coming in, my man.
I appreciate you, man.
All right. And, hey, another great show. I want to thank you for tuning into the show. I want to thank you for supporting the local economy by supporting the Consumer Quarterback Show and the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. We had Linda Ward on the front end with Gulfside Healthcare as well. And then we had Dominic Rock also. Please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Do something kind for one another. Be a force for good in the community. And thanks for supporting the Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Call Brandon Rimes at 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Online at ConsumerQB.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show.